Very good evening, students. Welcome to Jatadhara Educational Technology Program. And this is a classes that is being conducted for NMMS 2024-25. In last class, we completed the closure property for integers, for whole numbers, for natural numbers, under subtraction, addition, and multiplication. So in today's class, we will see commutative property. We will see commutative property, associative property, and distributive property. All right. So these properties are very much important for solving our problems. All right. Yes. So now we are seeing the commutative property. So what does commutative property say? Commutative property says A plus B is equal to B plus A. All right. So this will hold good for addition. For example, let's take A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 3. Let's take a simple number, just easy for us to do the addition as well. Right. So when we do A plus B, so we take 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 2. All right. Yes. So both are same. 5 is equal to 5. So commutative property, right, for natural numbers. So natural numbers are, it starts from 1, 2, 3, and so on till infinity, isn't it? Let's quickly revise. Natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, and so on till infinity. Whole number starts with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on till infinity. What are integers? Integers starts with, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, next plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, and so on. So these are integers. All right. So these things we saw it in our last class. And in today's class, we will see commutative property for natural numbers under addition. Right. So under addition, yes, this property holds correct, holds good, where A plus B is equal to B plus A. All right. Yes. Another one more examples. Say 7 plus 8 is equal to 8 plus 7. Right. So which is 15. All right. Now let's move on to commutative property for whole numbers under addition. So whole numbers, as I told you, just a second, let me connect the pen. Whole numbers 0. This is also under addition. So 0 plus, say for example, 2 is equal to 2 plus 0, whereby 2 is equal to 2. All right. So yes, it is satisfied. Let's take another number. 0 plus 10 is equal to 10 plus 0, whereby we get 10 is equal to 10. Yes, it is satisfied. So commutative property for whole numbers under addition, it is satisfied. All right. Yes. Now let's move on to commutative property for integers under addition. Yes, it is satisfied. Just a second. Yeah. So for integers under addition. So let's, for example, let's take two integers. Minus 2, minus 3. All right. So now this is addition. So minus 2, minus 3 should be equal to minus 3, minus 2. Minus 5 is equal to minus 5. So commutative property for integers, right, under addition is satisfied. Let's take one negative and one positive. Minus 2. Let's take plus 3. This is equal to 3 minus 2. So 1 is equal to 1. It is satisfied. All right. Yes. Now let's move on to the next property. This commutative property for natural numbers under multiplication. Yes. Even for multiplication, it is satisfied. So commutative property for natural numbers under multiplication, it is satisfied. So commutative property, we gave an example to be A plus B, isn't it? Right? So under multiplication, it becomes, instead of addition, it becomes A into B is equal to B into A. So commutative property for natural numbers under multiplication is satisfied. For example, let's take A to be 2, B to be 3. So 2 into 3 is equal to 3 into 2, which is 6 is equal to 6. Yes, so it is satisfied. All right? Yes. Next, commutative property for whole numbers under multiplication is satisfied. All right. Just a second, let me connect to my pen. Yes, so whole numbers 0, 1, 2, and so on till infinity is a whole number. So commutative property means it is A into B is equal to B into A. So let's assume A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1. So 0 into 1 is equal to 1 into 0, which is 0 is equal to 0. 0 into any number is 0. So commutative property, even for the whole numbers under multiplication, is satisfied. All right? Yes. Now, commutative property for integers under multiplication. Let me connect to the pen. This is for integers under multiplication. Yes, it is satisfied. Right? So, under multiplication means A into B is equal to B into A. So, here let's take integers. A is equal to -2, B is equal to -3. So, -2 into -3 is equal to -3 into -2, which is -6 is equal to -6. All right. Another example. Let's take A is equal to -2, B is equal to +3, whereby A into B is equal to B into A, which is -2 into 3 is equal to 3 into -2. If you want, you can just put it into, you mean put it under bracket so that it will not be a confusing factor to us. So 3 into 2, 6. So 3 into -2 is -6. 3 into -2 is -6. All right. So commutative property for integers under multiplication is satisfied. All right. Yes. So I'm sure this would have been very clear. All right. Now, just a second. All right. Just a second, students. Let me connect to the board. Screen. All right. I hope you all are able to see the board, isn't it? Yes. So now we finished with the commutative property. But one thing is commutative under subtraction, right? Yeah. So commutative. All right. Just a second, students. Let me share the PPT. All right. Hope you all would have noted down. These laws are very important. So I'm just sharing the screen. Maybe looking slideshow. Current slide. Yes. Yes, so these things we saw it already. Closure property, all these are done. So closure property is done. Commutative property, multiplication is done. Yeah. Now let's move on to the associative property. Fine. Right. So now we are done with commutative property. And one more thing that has to be conveyed is commutative property under multiplication. I mean, under subtraction may not be equal. All right. So that alone needs to be understood. Like, let me see whether subtraction is there so that it's easy for us. Yes, it's closure property is only there. All right. So now we are moving on to associative property. Now, what is associative property? Yes, just a second, students. Yes, just a second. All right, fine. I've got a new one. All right. So now here we are moving on to the associative property. So we just now finished with the commutative property. And here we are with associative property for integers under addition. Right. So yes, it is satisfied. All right. Right. So for example, let's take A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, C is equal to 4. So now let's see how associative property for integers under addition is satisfied, right? Right. So 2, let's just put it in this formula 2 plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. So it is 2 plus 3 plus 4, 7 is equal to 5 plus 4, which is 9. 9 is equal to 9. All right, students. So associative property for integers under addition is satisfied. So this you can also take any subtraction also, like negative numbers, because integers also includes negative numbers, isn't it? For example, if what happens if A is -2, right? Even that would prove correct under this associative property. All right. Now let's move on to the next one. Associative property for integers under multiplication is also satisfied, right? So under multiplication, same thing. Let's take A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, C is equal to 4. Now let's use this associative property under multiplication. So it becomes A into 3 into 4 is equal to A into B into C. Right? So it becomes 2 into 4 3s are 12 is equal to 3 2s are 6 into 4. So 12 2s are 24, 6 4s are 24. So thus associative property for integers under multiplication is also satisfied. Yes, so you just have to remember this associative property alone. A into B into C is equal to A into B into C. All right, now let's move on to associative property for integers under subtraction is not satisfied. Right? So associative property for integers under subtraction. Right? So what do you mean by under subtraction? So when we are going to subtract it, then it is not going to satisfy our property, right? So A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. So this is under addition. Just a second. Yeah. All right. So when it comes to subtraction, it is not satisfied, right? So how do you say that when it comes to subtraction, it is not satisfied, right? So it is like when A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C instead of A minus B plus C is equal to, okay, A plus B minus C, right? So that is why we say instead of addition, if subtraction is used for integers, right? Then this associative property is not going to satisfy. Like how we say in commutative property, A minus B is not equal to B minus A, isn't it? So similarly, A plus B plus C is not equal to, when it is being used, A plus B minus C, or anywhere wherever you put the subtraction, right? So when subtraction is used even for integers, then this associative property is not satisfied. All right, now with this, we'll move on to distributive property. So when it comes to distributive property, the property basically says A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C, right? So let me write it like this. A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. It is like A into B plus A into C, right? So let's take one example. A as 1, B as 2, C as 3, right? So A into 2 plus 3 is equal to A into B plus A into C. Let's see, 1 into 2 plus 3 is 5, which is 5 is equal to 1 2s are 2 plus 3, which is 5. So distributive property under addition is satisfied. All right. Yes. Next, distributive multiplication distributes over addition. Okay, so multiplication distributes over addition. Yes, so here A into B minus C is equal to A into B minus A into C. Okay. So under distributive property, instead of addition, it's going to be, when it comes to subtraction, it would be minus. All right. Yes. So now distributive property, multiplication distributes over addition. So let's just see one example here. Right. So when we take the same example, A is equal to 1, B is 2, C is 3. Right. So here we have A into B minus C is equal to A into B minus A into C. Right. So 1 into 2 minus 3 is minus 1, which is minus 1, is equal to 2 minus 3, which is minus 1. Therefore, minus 1 is equal to minus 1. So, multiplication distributes over addition, right? Yes, so it is satisfied. All right, so here it should be subtraction. Multiplication distributes over subtraction, because here we are using the word subtraction, isn't it? Right. If it is addition, then we use A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. So here, since we are using the word subtraction, we are subtracting, we should use the word subtraction. All right. So addition is already satisfied, that we just now proved it. Even under subtraction, it is going to be the same. All right. So distributive property basically says A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. Just a second. Yeah. A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus B into C. And then when it comes to, just a second. Yes, when it comes to subtraction, it would be A into B minus C is equal to A into B minus B into C. All right. So I'm sure today's commutative property, associative property, and distributive property would have been very clear. So please do practice the sums that is being done. You can always refer to our YouTube channels. Please do subscribe to our Jatadhara Educational Technology Program YouTube channels, and do communicate this to your friends and relatives. Now I hand over to Chandrika ma'am. She has few announcements. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, students, yesterday we have conducted the NMMS exam, mock test conduct చేసాం నిన్న. సో అందులో ఆల్మోస్ట్ చాలా మంది పిల్లలు రాశారు ఆల్ ఓవర్ ది స్టేట్. దాంట్లో కొంతమందికి 140, 130 దాకా వచ్చాయి. సో దట్ ఈస్ రియల్లీ అ గుడ్ స్కోర్. బట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు మెయింటైన్ దట్ స్కోర్. ఆ స్కోర్ ని మెయింటైన్ చేయాలి. అండ్ ఎవరికైతే 120 తక్కువ వచ్చాయో వాళ్ళు కూడా ఇంకా ఇంప్రూవ్ చేసుకోండి. అండ్ ఇంకా తక్కువ వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు లైక్ 90, 80, 70. సో మాక్సిమం మనకి క్వాలిఫైయింగ్ మార్క్ కనీసం 40% అబౌవ్ ఉండాలి. దట్ ఈస్ 72 మార్క్స్ అబౌవ్ రావాలి. ఓకే, 72 మార్క్స్ అబౌవ్ వస్తే మనకి క్వాలిఫై అవ్వడానికి ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. రైట్, 72 అబౌవ్ కూడా జస్ట్ స్మాల్ ఛాన్స్. కానీ మాక్సిమం 120 అబౌవ్ తెచ్చుకోవడానికి ట్రై చేయండి అందరూ. Okay, if you get 120 above, there are chances to get selected. Okay, only E marks paine depend ayi undavu. It is also dependent on your 8th SA2 score also. Right, 8th SA2 score paina kuda depend ayi untundi. Danto paatu deentlo 120 above vachayi anante score chances of selecting anedi high untundi. Okay, so maximum next mock test రాసినప్పుడు ఇంకా మీ స్కోర్ ని ఇప్పటికన్నా ఇంప్రూవ్ చేసుకోవడానికి ట్రై చేయండి. Right, and now we will continue with the class. I have some topic to be discussed, like missing shape. Okay, so అది కంటిన్యూ చేద్దాము. So remember, 40% above ఉండాలి. It is the qualifying. కనీసం 40% above ఉంటే క్వాలిఫై అవ్వడానికి ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. రైట్, 120%, సారీ 120 మార్క్స్ కన్నా ఎక్కువ వస్తే మీరు సెలెక్ట్ అవ్వడానికి ఛాన్సెస్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, సో నెక్స్ట్ టైం ట్రై టు గెట్ అబౌవ్ 120. And now, and the students who all scored above 120, really you have done a great work and congratulations from our team. And this is the first question that is being displayed on the screen. Yes, missing shape. నెక్స్ట్ ఇక్కడ ఏది వస్తుందో ఈ పార్ట్ లో ఏ షేప్ రావాలో ఇందులో ఏ ఆప్షన్స్ లో ఉందో సెలెక్ట్ చేసి చెప్పాలి. ఎస్, ఎస్ స్టూడెంట్స్, సో it has to come like this and like this. And if you see here, it is 1 2 3, here 1 2 3 4, here it is 1 2 3 4 5. That means here it should be 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? So 6 5 3 4. Okay, so what would be the option? Right? So our option is, just a second students. So our option is option B, right? Let us move to the next question. So this is our second question. Observe the figure properly and write the missing figure. Draw the missing figure. Which option is appropriate? చెక్ ఇట్. ఇక్కడ లైన్స్ కూడా చెక్ చేసుకోండి. ఇక్కడ 1 ఉన్నాయి, ఇక్కడ 3 ఉంది, ఇక్కడ 4. దట్ మీన్స్ ఇక్కడ 2 రావాలి. దట్ ఇస్ ఆప్షన్ 2. దట్ ఇస్ బి, రైట్? దిస్ ఆప్షన్. Let us move to the next question. So this is the next question. You have 30 seconds to answer. What would be the missing figure? Observe carefully. Observe carefully. ఇక్కడ ఒక స్క్వేర్ రావాలి మనకి. And this continues this. So what would be the missing figure? Yes, let us see the answer. It is option D. Right? It is option D. Let us move to the next question. So this is the next question. So what is the missing figure? What is the missing part that will make the figure complete? Yes, 30 seconds to answer. Yes, students. Yes, students, we will see the answer. It is option 2, that is B. Right? Let us move to the next question. This is your next question. Observe the figure carefully. సో దీనికి ఆపోజిట్ లో ఇక్కడ ఇదేం ఫిల్ అవ్వలేదు, అంటే ఇక్కడ కూడా సేమ్ ఫిగర్ వస్తుంది కానీ దిస్ సర్కిల్ విల్ నాట్ బి ఫిల్డ్. ఆ ఆప్షన్ ఎక్కడుందో చూసుకోవాలి. Yes, let us see. It is option D. It is option D. Let us move to the next question. So this is your next question. So for these two opposite, you don't have any dot over here. Right, lines ఉన్నాయి. సో ఇక్కడ కూడా ఆపోజిట్ లో సేమ్ ఈ ఫిగరే రావాలి విత్ ద డాట్. సో అవి ఆప్షన్ సి అండ్ ఆప్షన్ డి లో ఉన్నాయి, బట్ విచ్ ఈస్ ది అప్రోప్రియేట్? ఇక్కడ చూసినట్టయితే ఆప్షన్ డి లో 3 ఉన్నాయి, రైట్, ఆరో మార్క్స్. బట్ ఇక్కడ 2 ఉన్నాయి. మన క్వశ్చన్ లో కూడా ఓన్లీ 2 ఆరో మార్క్స్ ఉన్నాయి విత్ డాట్ ఉన్నది, రైట్. సో ఆప్షన్ వుడ్ బి సి. లెట్ us check. Yes, option C, that is option 3 is the right answer. స్టూడెంట్స్ ప్రతి చిన్నది కూడా మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయాలి. ఇట్లా ఫిగర్స్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు మిస్సింగ్ ఫిగర్స్ కానీ మిర్రర్ ఇమేజెస్ కానీ ప్రతి చిన్నవి కూడా మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయాలి. కొంచెం అబ్జర్వ్ చేయకపోయినా మార్క్స్ తగ్గిపోతాయి. లెట్ us move to the next question. This is the next question. Observe the question carefully. సో ఇక్కడ ఎలా ఉందో ఫిగర్ ఇక్కడ అలా రావాలి మనకి. ఇప్పుడు observe the figure carefully. I think it would be option D. Let us check. Yes, it is option D, that is 4. Right? Let us move to the next question. So this is your next question. Hope this is easy. Yes, please try. You have 30 seconds to answer. ఓవెల్ షేప్, కంప్లీట్ ఓవెల్ షేప్ రావాలి ఇక్కడ మనకి. సో దిస్ సైడ్ కాబట్టి ఆప్షన్ ఏ, ఆప్షన్ సి, ఆప్షన్ డి లో మనం చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి. అండ్ ఇక్కడ మనకు ఒకటే లైన్ ఉంది. ఇక్కడ చూసినట్టయితే ఏలో 2 లైన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. 2 లైన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్. సో ఓన్లీ సింగిల్ లైన్ ఉండాలి. ఆప్షన్ సి, ఆప్షన్ డి లో సింగిల్ లైన్ ఉన్నది ఆప్షన్ సి మాత్రమే, రైట్. సో లెట్ us చెక్. So option C, yes, option C, that is option 3 is the right answer. Let us move to the next question. Yes, here is our next question. So you can try. It is clearly seen. It is a shape of W, right? It is a shape of a W. So ఇలా రావాలి, రైట్, దిస్ సైడ్. అండ్ అది కింద లైన్ కి టచ్ అవ్వట్లేదు ఇటువైపు చూస్తే. సో కింద లైన్ కి ఇవి రెండు టచ్ అవుతున్నాయి. సో దీస్ 2 ఆప్షన్స్ మే నాట్ బి అప్రోప్రియేట్. అండ్ కమింగ్ టు సి అండ్ డి, ఈ 2 లోనే చెక్ చేయాలి ఇప్పుడు. సో దిస్ సైడ్ కాబట్టి it would be C. Let us check the answer. Yes, it is option C, that is 3. Let us move to the next question. This is our next question. Next question. Observe the figure carefully. Yes. Hope you people have tried. Let us see the option. It is option D. Option D is the right answer. Let us move to the next question. So this is the next question. This is the next question. Observe carefully. You have to get 3 lines. You will get 3 lines. So let us draw. You will get 3 lines over here. Just a second. And 3 lines over here. Yes. Next. Downwards. So let us see the option. Yes, it is option C. So it is having downwards, right? It is option C. Let us move to the next question. So this is our next question. So please try. 30 seconds time. We'll also try here. So this is the line. And this is the line. And you have to draw a line like this, another one, and like this, another one. So what would be the option? You can clearly say now. It is like option C, right? We shall see. Yes, it is option C. That is 3. Let us move to the next question. Yes, this is our next question. 30 seconds time to answer. ట్రై బుక్ లో వేసి ట్రై చేయండి. ఈ మిస్సింగ్ ఫిగర్, మిర్రర్ ఇమేజెస్ ఇవన్నీ మీరు బుక్ లో వేసి చేస్తేనే వస్తాయి. మెంటల్ అబిలిటీ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అన్ని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తేనే వస్తాయి. ఎంత ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే అంత బాగా చేయగలుగుతారు. లెట్ us try circle and సో ఇక్కడ మనకి ఆపోజిట్ లో ట్రయాంగిల్ రావాలి. జస్ట్ సెకండ్. ఇలా. Okay, and one more circle inside. So this is similar to option C. Let us check. Yes, it is option C. That is option 3 is the right answer. Let us move to the next question. So this is our next question. You can try. I'll give you 30 seconds time. After 15 seconds, we will try. So these two opposites are same. So these two should be same. సో మనకు ఒక సర్కిల్ ఇక్కడ మధ్యలో హైలైట్ అవుతుంది. సర్కిల్ ఇక్కడ హైలైట్ అవుతుంది. and like this. You have to get like this. So which would be the appropriate? I think it is option C. Let us check. Yes, it is option C. ఎందుకు ఆప్షన్ ఏ కాదు అని అంటే సి మనకి డైరెక్షన్ కూడా ఇంపార్టెంటే రైట్. సో దిస్ డజంట్ ఫిట్ హియర్, ఓన్లీ ఆప్షన్ సి విల్ ఫిట్ హియర్. ది ఫిగర్ కంప్లీట్ ఫిగర్ అవ్వాలి. ఓకే, సో ఆప్షన్ సి is the right answer. Let us move to the next question. So this is our next question. 30 seconds to answer. So it comes like this. ఇదంతా హైలైట్ అవుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్, that's all. So which would be the appropriate one? ఆప్షన్ బి అండ్ ఆప్షన్ డి లో ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి, కానీ అబ్జర్వ్ ఇట్ కేర్ఫుల్లీ. ఏ ఆప్షన్ కరెక్ట్? This cross mark, you have to observe that. So it is option B, that is option 2. Option 2 is the right answer. Let us move to the next question. So this is our next question. So you can try. ఇక్కడ రెండు స్క్వేర్స్ కాబట్టి ఆపోజిట్, ఇక్కడ రెండు ఆపోజిట్ స్క్వేర్స్ వచ్చాయి, సేమ్ ఫిగర్. సో ఇక్కడ రెండు సేమ్ ఫిగర్ రావాలి, దట్ ఇస్ సర్కిల్ అండ్ a small circle which is highlighted, right? So appropriate one ఏదో సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకో. It seems like A and C look similar, but observe which one is appropriate. ఈ చిన్న గ్యాప్స్ కూడా ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇక్కడ C లో చూస్తే ఇక్కడ కలిసిపోయింది ఈ స్క్వేర్ లోకి, కానీ ఇక్కడ ఏంటి మనకు కలిసిపోలేదు, కంప్లీట్ సర్కిల్ కనిపిస్తోంది, చిన్న గ్యాప్ కూడా కనిపిస్తోంది. సో అది ఎందులో కనిపిస్తోంది? ఏ అండ్ సి లో. In the option A, right? That is option 1, which makes the figure complete. Let us move to the next question. This is our next question. So ఈ two opposite sames ఉన్నాయి, so ఈ opposite కూడా same ఉండాలి. Missing figure and its opposite shape should be same. So draw it. I have given you the clue, so you can draw it. We will try. చూడగానే చెప్పేయచ్చు. Just try. Circles. So similar figure ఏదో చూడండి. See the similar figure? It is ఒక్కటే, that is option D. Yes, option D is the right answer. That is option 4 is the right answer. Let us move to the next question. So this is our next question. You can try. సో ఇక్కడ రెండు సేమ్, ఈ షేడెడ్ పార్ట్ ఏదైతే ఉందో సేమ్ సైడ్ ఉన్నాయి, ఆపోజిట్ లేవు. అండ్ హియర్ this, like this, this. And here you will get the shaded part. So you can check. Yes, students. We'll see the option. It is option D, that is 4, right? So let us move to the next question. This is our next question. Try it. 30 seconds time. Yes, we will try. I hope you people are trying. Next. కొంచెం ఇంట్రెస్ట్ చూపిస్తే ఈజీగా చేసేయచ్చు మనం. And here a cross mark and dots over here. Right? So ఎక్కడుందో చూడండి ఆ ఫిగర్. Same ఇదే ఫిగర్. So it is in the option B. Is it in the option B or A? మైన్యూట్ చేంజ్ చూడండి ఆప్షన్ బిలో ప్లస్ ఉంది. మనకి ఏం కావాలి మల్టిప్లికేషన్ సింబల్ ఉండాలి క్రాస్ సింబల్. సో క్రాస్ సింబల్ ఎందులో ఉంది ఆప్షన్ ఏ. సో ఇలా కొన్నిసార్లు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతాం. సో అది మైన్యూట్ చిన్న డాట్ తో సహా మీరు చూసుకోవాలి. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆప్షన్ ఏ, దట్ ఈస్ 1. Let us move to the next question. So this is our next question. You can try. జస్ట్ ఇక్కడ ఏ షేప్ వస్తుందో అదొక్కటి కనుక్కుంటే చాలు. సో ఇలా వస్తుంది. రైట్, అది ఏ ఆప్షన్ లో ఉందో కనుక్కోవాలి. డి అయితే కాదు, బి కూడా కాదు, బికాస్ ఇట్ ఇస్ 2 straight lines. రైట్, అండ్ సి కూడా చూసినట్టయితే మన మిస్సింగ్ ఫిగర్ లో ఫిట్ అయ్యే ఇది కాదు, ఫిగర్ కాదు. సో ఇట్ వుడ్ బి ఆప్షన్ ఏ, దట్ ఈస్ 1. నో, ఎస్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆప్షన్ బి. స్ట్రైట్ లైన్స్ వస్తాయి. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆప్షన్ బి. Just a second, students. Just a second, student. Yes, it is option 2. Let us move to the next question. Yeah. Here is the next question. You can try. సో ఫస్ట్ దాంట్లో 3 వస్తాయి, సెకండ్ దాంట్లో 2 బ్లాక్స్ వస్తాయి, మళ్ళీ 3, మళ్ళీ 2 స్ట్రైట్ లైన్స్ వచ్చి. సో అవి ఎందులో ఉన్నాయో చూసుకోండి. ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్ లో 2 వచ్చాయి, నెక్స్ట్ 3 వచ్చాయి. సో see carefully. Okay, we shall see the option. It is option D, that is 4. So first 3, tarvata 2, next 3, and again 2 blocks. Right? This figure is repeated here, or this figure is repeated here. So it is option D. Let us move to the next question. So this is our next question. Try. Okay, we shall see the figure. So this and another line. Here you will get a curve. So చూడండి ఎక్కడుందో. A option appropriate. It is option D. So let us check the answer. Yes, it is option D, that is 4. Let us move to the next question. This is our next question. You can try. try. Take one corner and start drawing. So let us take this way. So let us try. And next. Let us see. It is option A. Option A is the right answer. Let us move to the next question. So this is the next question. It is easy. You can try. 30 seconds to answer. It is option D. రైట్ ఇక్కడ చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఆప్షన్ డి వస్తుందా ఆప్షన్ సి వస్తుందా ఇక్కడ రెండు మల్టిప్లికేషన్స్ ఆపోజిట్ లో ఉన్నాయి సో ఇక్కడ ప్లస్ ఆపోజిట్ లో వస్తుంది సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆప్షన్ సి లెట్ us చెక్ వెదర్ yes it is option C, that is 3. Yes students, with this today we will end the class and again we will be before you with the new topics tomorrow. Until then, stay tuned to our channel Jatadhara Educational Technology and subscribe our channel Jatadhara Educational Technology. Bye everyone.